My friends, welcome to Talk Casual. We're broadcasting live all over the Outer Rim. To the left of me is the dancing monkey himself, Ian.
Hey, the guy who shows up in the game shop and all of a sudden all the dice roll doubles.
That's it. Yes, the monkey rolls flow through
That's it.
you.
I brought the monkey rolls to the store. First time I stepped in the store the other night, what happens? First attack, all doubles. Next attack, all doubles. So, yep.
Yeah, Andrew
My work
rolls
was done,
yeah.
so I left.
Yeah, Andrew rolls 3 doubles, and then I salvo and roll doubles. So.
Roll doubles. Yes,
Yep.
yes. That's what happens when the monkey enters the room. Everyone gets good dice.
Correct. And always, I'm the Grandmaster Assault, Ariel. What are we talking about tonight, Ian?
Well, we've got a couple of news articles that have dropped of the Acclimator and of the droid fighters for the Separatist faction.
Yep.
And we also have a bit of Mando news, to touch on as well. We're talking about last week's episode, not this week's, because I'm still yet to see it. And then someone had to watch it before we did the stream tonight because
it was fun.
Instead of setting everything up, because you know he just
I
had
to rush everything now, so that's
had to rush everything.
So everything's going to not work and fail everything. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But I had to cover up the Mando on the title because YouTube seems to limit our monetary stream, so hence why I've given it a different name of.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've called it the birth of Admiral Jeff Blue-Jeans, but we'll get into that.
Yes, we must indeed talk about Admiral Jeff Blue-Jeans.
Correct. All right, let's hit the articles. So first off, we got is the second article for the Republic starter set, and that was I figured it out. It was going to be the Consular, a part of the Consular class. So we got the 2 variants of the Consular class. First one we've got here is the Consular class armed cruiser. So for 37 points, you've got 4 hull. You've got 2 shields all round, but 1 in the back. Command value of 1, squadron of 1, and engineering of 2. This thing goes all the way to 4, speed 4, and it's got. Do you want to go for the clicks, or that's going to be too much clicks?
So you only got 2 clicks. Speed 2, you got 2 clicks on 1, then speed 3, you got 1 click on all. Then speed 4, you got 1 click, but on all, but you're missing a click or 2. So
there you go.
That's it. Like you know, this is just obviously them just trying to say, let's see if we can make something that moves different, and we'll give you a click at 1, but we'll skip 2 and then give you a click at 2 and 3.
So 2 blues.
This doesn't seem like it's that's the way the ship would move. This be like, you know what? Let's create a movement template like this for a bit, shall we?
Yeah, sure. Like the Architans. Like what the hell is that? You know, just we move straight, but then we turn quickly. You know, so.
But then we turn fast. Yeah, but you know what? I can actually understand the Architans. Honestly, I could actually get behind that. You know, it's a ship that just moves fast, can't really turn, just kind of slides in there at the end. Yeah, that seems like just look at this. Like, yeah, cool. You get 1 click at speed 1, you get nothing at speed 2, then you get 2, then you get a click at speed 2 and a click at speed 3.
Correct.
It's kind of like the funny thing is though, the click at speed 2 you probably don't need as much as what you need at the click at speed 1, so it's probably a big bonus for the ship in terms of the way it can move, in terms of how you can play the ship. But in terms of trying to work out, okay, it's got these 3 engines on the back, but for some reason it can't turn when it can turn at the start, but can't turn later on. Like, it's like, is it really hard to turn that wheel to get the ship going at a certain speed or something?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's just weird. Like, it's just a weird way to do it, I guess.
Correct.
I don't know.
So we'll go back to the Consular now. So we got 2 blues and a black at the front, blue and a black on the sides, and a blue at the rear. And then we've got the officer slot, the engine tech slot, as everyone calls it, the defensive retrofit slot, and the rocket, the external rack slot. The external rack slot, yeah.
External rack slot.
Or the APT slot.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is how does this class to Corvette be? And that's what the basic question is here.
You know what? I like this as an anti-squadron ship because you got those 2 blue dice on there, so that's pretty effective against squadrons. But looking at it, I'm kind of thinking, you know what? It reminds me of a Raider, and how great are Raiders?
Well, it's got one. Yeah, it's got 1 evade, 1 redirect, and a contain for this.
Contain. Yeah, it's you can't really compare it to a Corvette.
To a Corvette.
Yeah, I'm not impressed by this ship. I mean, like,
You know,
I don't know if I like Corvette Bs. I don't know if I like Corvette Bs because I just don't see a point. Like, it's 37 points, you know, so that probably gives it a reason to be on the table.
yeah,
And I think there's other things that'll make you want to take it anyway. But the trouble is, you got that ordnance rack slot, but you don't have any way of re-rolling black
Yeah.
dice.
yeah, that's
You know,
horrible.
native to the ship. It's kind of like, oh, it kind of defeats the purpose of taking APTs or external racks. Maybe less so external racks, you know. A few points to get a few extra dice is probably not so bad on one attack, but
It's like, what's it? Was it not the MC30? It was something that had something. Oh, it was the Pelter one, wasn't it? Something like that, like the first Pelter with the black dice. You don't have anything to reroll with black dice.
you have nothing to re-roll it. You can chuck it's the same thing. You can chuck the
Yeah.
dice in. Now you can take the Pelter because you take it because of its points cost and because it has the fleet retrofit and the other reason to take the Pelter. You know, but you're looking at this. This is basically just like your Corvette B. Like, it's great. It's got your 2 blue dice for your anti-squadron attack.
Yeah.
It can be good for that, but you know, maybe if I had Squadron 2, I'd be more interested.
This
I
might
think
be
you increase the
also
squadron value.
this might be your fleet support type ship as well. We'll talk about that.
I think it will. Yeah. I think there's something. I think I flicked through something earlier.
There's a
but,
title coming up, but we'll
to be
talk
honest,
about.
I'm not excited by this ship.
Okay.
It doesn't
Alright.
really excite me.
Let's move on to the next one. So we've got the Consular class Charger C70. So for 45 points now, you get rid of the double blue AA and you get a black. It's the same command, squadron, and engineering value. At the front, you get 2 red and a blue. On the sides, you get 2 blue. And on the rear, you get a blue and a red. And instead of the defensive retrofit and the APT slot, you get the offensive retrofit, and you get the towers, the Link Turbo Laser tower slot.
Link Turbo Laser tower slot. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this one here, unlike the last one, I'm excited for this one because 2 red dice at the front, 2 red dice at the side. Link Turbo Lasers. What is that? 7 points. So 52 points. You got yourself a good ship.
Yeah, you wouldn't
You got
stick.
yourself a fast-moving ship that always has dice mods.
Would you stick TRC on it?
No.
No, because it doesn't have that
I would
double
not stick
evade.
TRC on the ship. You've only got 1 evade.
Yeah.
You don't have 2 evades unless you can chuck another.
Oh, Ian's breaking up. Hang on a sec, Ian. You're breaking up, mate. You got to check your internet. And we lost Ian. That's how we want him, actually. Just
There's a reason why
your internet's breaking up, Ian. Stop downloading.
I can still hear you fine.
Stop downloading Guri porn. All right.
Try and download the Mandalorian, but yeah, nothing's happening. Better now?
Yeah, your bandwidth is low. It just says your bandwidth is low.
Yeah, strain NBN. Who knows? I think it might be my router because it keeps clicking off, clicking on. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, you just you've only got 1 evade on the kittens from memory, don't you?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and what you do when you want to take TRC on the kitten, you take neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna want to put TRC on this thing. You chuck on Link Turbo Lasers, 52 points. A fast-moving ship that can attack two red dice at long range, at both its arcs, and yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I like it. I like this one.
How much is a Corvette A, Ian, compared to this? Was it? Do you know off the top of your head?
Difficult questions.
Oh, I thought you knew this off by heart. You know how much Corvette A costs.
I haven't played for so long. It's just
I thought you slipped in your head.
We've been locked out of everywhere. It's been hard.
44 points. So for 1 point,
it's 51 points, isn't it?
44 points.
Yeah, it's 51 points of TRC.
Yeah, well, that's you know that off by heart. But for 44 points, it's just a bare bones Corvette A. So 1 point extra, you get this.
And you know what? That 1 point extra is better because the Corvette A has a red and a blue at the side, so its side attacks are quite weak.
Yeah.
You want to do that long range attack, and that's usually what you're spinning your TRC on.
Yeah.
But you take Link Turbo Laser on this, and then you got 2 red out the side, 2 out the front. It's a good blinker.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, yeah, for an extra 52 points, it's a bargain, really. I think that's a great ship.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the extra rules with what happens with Evade now, but we'll talk that a little bit later. We'll go through the ships and the squadrons first, and then we'll talk about the rules drops as well too. But yeah, very good for extra point. You get those 2 reds on the side. Fantastic ship. All right, so we'll go to the cards now that came into the pack. Of course, we'll drop any cards that we've done before. Please watch our previous Armada, Star Wars, Clone Wars episodes, guys. Massive information in there. Great stuff. Great content. Top notch. All right. So we'll go to one of the old ones. We've got assault concussion missiles. Now this, I know it's an old one, but they did drop this one. Now it now costs 5 points now, and it is an exhaustible card.
So you can only use it once a round. You
Correct.
don't need to spend anything to use it.
Yeah.
So which is good.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of annoying that you can only use it once a round now, but yeah, I suppose. Well, what do you think about the ships? The ships that took it, it's usually the bigger ships that would take it, trying to plink the shields away more so.
Yeah.
Would combine it with something else, but you didn't really. Usually, you go and chuck racks onto the MC-30s. You'd usually go and chuck that onto the. You put this onto a bigger ship that took black dice, and usually they can only get one attack out of it anyway.
Yeah. So it's not really that, but they dropped it from 7 points to 5 points now.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm not going to get upset about that because usually people used to take everyone would take APTs to get the double crit, and be interesting if that's been changed too.
We'll see.
That'll be interesting.
We'll see.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Now, when I saw this card, I immediately thought, okay, cool. If they've done that for assault concussion missiles, they are so doing that for APTs.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
Maybe your points drop with that too.
Yeah.
And which is probably good because it means you're not getting abused by it anymore, which is good.
It's much more effective. And anyways, as you said before, and basically people just use it once and then run off. So you're not going to double arc.
I thought it was exhaustible.
No, it wasn't exhaustible.
Wasn't it?
Nope.
Oh. I thought it was. Was APTs exhaustible?
Nope.
No? Oh,
no.
okay.
So if someone's got you double arced with, like, say, an MC-30 or like Trash used to do with his MC-80s, he'll just APT you to crazy town.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Yeah. So so it's made it a bit more interesting now, and the points reduction is kind of balanced stat now with just that one-time use. So really good. All right, so we've got one of the new cards now. It is parts of resupply. So we saw the concentrate fire version before with the droids. Now we've got the repair version of that. So it's a fleet support card for 3 points. So you have 5 repair tokens on it at the start of the game. So after you reveal a command dial step, you may exhaust this card and discard any number of repair tokens from it to choose as many friendly ships at distance 1 to 5. Assign each of those ships a repair token. So
it's basically comms net, but pre-planned.
Yeah, for a point extra.
So now it says 5. You start off with 5. Can you add more to this?
No, that's it. That's all you have.
So if you have 5 on your card, can you still have 1 on your ship?
Yeah.
So you can have 6. Okay. Yeah, and you can put tokens on that card later.
No.
No.
That 5 is that, so you stay with. That's it. You can't resupply that card.
Okay, so if you go and spend 3, you can't then go and spend another. Yeah, you can. If you spend 3 of them, you can't go and put another one on there with a repair command.
No.
Or you can. Or if you had one, if you spend 3 of them and you had one in your ship, you can't distribute 3 of them again, can you?
No, because first
from that card.
For starters, you need to ready that card by spending either a repair token, a nav token, or a squadron token as well. So whatever,
that's doable.
Yeah. So what you can do is basically, if you reveal a command, it can be any command. It doesn't have to be a repair command. It could be a nav, whatever you're doing with your Gazanti / your flotilla / fleet support ship now, because flotillas, it's not a flotilla anymore these days for the Separatists and Republic. But I'm just saying, any dial you reveal, you can say, I'm giving 5 tokens to my 5 ships, or I'm giving 2 tokens to my 5 ships. I'm giving 3 tokens to my 3 ships. It depends what you want and what you need. But then at the end of the round, you've got to have one of those tokens to recover that. Yes, you can put it on yourself, that repair token on yourself, so you can recover, ready that card if you want, but it doesn't need to be that. It can be a nav, it could be a squadron token. So you can do that to yourself, but it'd be probably a little bit of a waste, I'd say. if you're a Command 1 ship for starters too. So
if you've got the token on the card, you
Yep.
can't spend it as the ship, can you? Because it's on the card, not on the ship, isn't it?
I'm not quite sure. Actually, I think you can do that.
This is the thing. I'm trying to work out like where do these tokens sit? Are these tokens on the cards or are they on the?
They're on the cards themselves.
Hurry up and get the rules reference. Can a ship spend a token from its card to do something else? I don't know.
I think you can spend a token to on the card to ready the card, but again, we'll figure that out once the rules come out.
Once the rules come out.
Yeah, it's it's coming up to 9 o'clock and we've all been working, so it's been one of those days. So it's been a hot day in Australia. 30-degree day today in Melbourne. So our brains are fried. So I presume someone will come up to us and say, "No, that's not right. You can't do this.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. How dare you?"
We probably always are.
Yeah,
we're always wrong.
Yeah. How can we listen to you guys? You're supposed to be experts. Yeah, who cares?
You're here for the entertainment value.
That's it. We're fly casual. The casual bit. Just take the casual bit.
The casual bit. Exactly.
Correct. But yeah, 3 points for that. What do you think, Ian?
It's one of those things. I don't know. Look, you got to see how it plays out. You want to pass tokens around. Yeah. I kind of hate the fact that you've got to spend a token to refresh it if you want to do it twice. Getting diminished return tokens, and it's repair tokens. It's usually you do pass over repair tokens, but usually the tokens are passed.
Clint's Clint is saying you can spend them on there because they're associated with the card. So we'll take the minister's word of fun.
We'll take his word for it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So, look, this is one of those cards. I've really got to see how this one plays out because. Yeah, okay, cool. I can pass. I got 3 ships, but I got 5 tokens, and then if I want to pass out those tokens more often than not, so, I don't know.
Yeah. Just Garm. Garm. Just get Garm. If you want tokens, get Garm. Simple as that.
Yeah, get Garm, exactly. Get Garm. I don't know. I'll see how this one plays. This is
I like
reserve judgment on this one. It's good. I'm not impressed, but it's good.
It's something different from saying CommsNet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's basically like ECM for that slot. It's CommsNet, or CommsNet. Oh, slice it.
Actually, you know what actually sucks about this card though? What really sucks?
Yeah.
You've got 5 tokens.
Yep.
And say if you do have that, you do have the 5. 6 of the You have 6? No, you can only have 5. You say if you do have 5 of those 52 point link turbo laser consulars.
Yep.
So you take 5 of those. You got this card. Well, you kind of really keep more close 1 to 5 to get that card effect off.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. That's the thing I don't like about it is that, okay, now you kind of need to put this ship in a position. You take this card.
But that's the other thing too. You can put this on a consular. We'll talk about that again when we get to the actual title card.
Well, obviously it came in this article, so it's obviously going on a consular somehow.
Yeah, so you can keep
that's
it.
That's the thing which annoys me is that you kind of need to keep it. You can't let the ship go off and do its own thing. It kind of does stay stuck at the back as a split spot. You have to position it so that way it will get the maximum effect. So I don't like that aspect, but I don't know. Hey, maybe do a round 1, give everyone a repair token and a nav command at the same time. They can jump their speed.
I think it'll do well for like a David Ground Swarm or something like that. He'll love it, I'd say.
Oh, he won't stop flying his TRC Corvettes.
No,
so that won't happen.
No. All right.
So next card.
So we go to the actual card we're actually talking about. The title card for the Consular. So it is a Radiant 7. So for 1 point, you gain the fleet support icon in your upgrade bar. You cannot equip the turbo lasers or APT slots if you have this on there.
Now you know what you're immediately doing, don't you?
What's that?
This is only going on 1 ship.
So it's going on a blue ship.
It's going on the blue dice ship. So this is why you take it. So the blue dice ship was that's 30. What'd you say it was? 37 points.
It's let's go back to 30 something. It is 37. So close. Yeah.
37. So basically, then that's a 38-point ship because you're only going to take that ship with this title.
Yeah.
That's the only time you take that ship.
Yeah.
Unless there's a magical way where crew lets you reroll black dice and you can have some fun, or there's a screed version for them to do it.
I presume there's going to be some
unless you're taking this title.
I presume there's going to be some officer that can let you reroll or something like that. I think there was. Oh no, there was adding dice. That was DAC or something like that.
Whatever.
Zach, the stuff we were looking at before. But
this is you will not put this. Do not put this one unless you can take the twin laser turbo laser towers.
It's like taking the combat GR75. You just don't.
Yeah, pretty much. You just don't. You just don't. You don't do it.
Now I'm not
But
going
the
to.
minute you can't take, like, yeah, sure, you're rolling some red dice long range, but look, it's if you're using it as a fleet support ship, you're not doing it because then you take that other fleet support upgrade we just looked at. That's 4 points rating to it, so you're already up to 41 points now just to pass out tokens, and you're not getting dice mods. You may as well not worry about rolling red dice with that mod.
No.
So.
Now I was going to say the Assault Gazanti, but people take the Assault Gazanti because of intensified firepower. So I'm not going to keep my mouth shut on that one. So
yeah, well, that's got the Assault Gazanti has red dice, so that's useful.
Yeah, that's it.
Blue dice are like,
Yeah.
Eh.
Yes, I know, Clint, you always take the combat one. I knew you were going to say something about that. Always.
Of course, Clint would, because it's Clint.
It's Clint. It's fun.
It's Clint.
It's fun.
That's what Clint does. Yeah, this is good. So they're getting fleet supports, and yeah, I think that it goes on that ship.
Yeah,
and
1 point. It's a steal. Put on the other, the first one and
on the what was it? What's it called? The Consular is the.
It's the armed cruiser.
For 1 point on the armored cruiser. No, it's the armored cruiser, which is armored cruiser. So for 1 point on the armored cruiser, it's a bargain. For 1 point on the Charger C70, it's too expensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's my way of looking at it.
All right, and then we'll look at the final upgrade card. The next title is a Swift Return. Now this one's interesting. So for 3 points during your determined course step, if you are at distance 1 or 2 of an obstacle, you may change your speed by 1 or increase your yaw value by 1.
You are taking this title. I love it.
Yeah.
3 points.
This is the Brunson of maneuvering.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is brilliant. When I saw this, I thought, oh yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
You're going to chuck that onto a ship again, link turbo laser tower, and you're just going to swing around rocks and just keep near the obstacles, and you're going to you're going to be able to do things without nav commands. You can just zip in and places.
Imagine if you took a nav command. Can you do 2 extra yaw clicks?
Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to, during your determined course step, if you are at distance 1 to an obstacle, you may change your speed by 1 or increase weight. Yeah. Yeah, it works like a nav token and a dial.
Who's
the
Nadine? Is it Nadine?
One, Nadine. Yeah, Nadine gives you an extra yaw value, so you get 2 yaw values when you have a nav. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it works just like him.
Yeah.
It works just like that
for 3 points.
So yeah, but why would you? Because you just stay at you wouldn't. Obviously, there'd be a reason to. I'm sure. I'm sure someone can come up with a reason to do it in a certain situation. But this thing here is cool. I don't have to worry about nav commands. I've got 2 red dice. I'm just going to concentrate fire every command now.
Yeah.
I'll just I'll learn to play with just relying on my 1 navigation.
Yeah.
I'll fly around the obstacles. I'll drop concentrate fires all the time, and I'll be rolling 3 dice, 2 dice, 3 dice, 2 dice, and I got link turbo laser.
And happy days.
Happy days. That's how you do it. Yeah, that's how you do it. And yeah, I reckon that's the way to go. I think that's great. I love this title.
Some pretty ripper titles, ripper stuff on there from the Consular class. That was it for them. As I said, some of the cards were repeaters that we've seen before. Again, if you want to see them, watch out.
I just want to check auxiliary shield teams. Has that dropped in price?
No, it's the same price.
Still the same price? Okay, I wasn't too sure because that was also spoiled in the article. And
hence why I didn't put it on. I know auxiliary shield teams. Sure. Yeah, it's still the same.
You were running late today, so I had to double check.
Yeah, that's all good. So that was it for the Consular class, and then we got our second article for the week, which is just 4 weeks, 4 articles in 2 weeks. Just stop. You're killing us. You're basically killing us doing content
I know,
now.
Too much Armada news.
Too much content.
Whoa, slow down there.
So we got the Separatist fighters. So this is the one.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah. So we'll start off with the Vulture class droid. We've already seen that. We'll go through that because I think we want to do comparisons with the AEST squadrons as well. So we've got the Vulture class droid. So speed 4, free hull, a blue and a black for squadrons, and then a red for ship. It's got AI anti-squadron 1, so while attacking a squadron, if you're activated by a squadron command, you may add 1 die to your attack pool of a color that's already in your attack pool. And it's got swarm, so a TIE fighter basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So we've seen that before. We talked about it. We did when we did the actual Separatist starter pack. So now we'll go to one of the actual named ones. So we've got DFS 311. So
Yep.
so this is for 18 points. You gain a scatter and a brace, and they've got all the same, but they've got intel as well for their abilities and his special abilities. While you are defending, if the attacker is obstructed, you may force the attacker to re-roll a die of your choice.
Now, intel's been changed, hasn't it?
Correct. It's not. It's
what does intel do now? It gives you grit.
It gives everyone grit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to think if it did the obstruction thing, but no, it doesn't. Okay. So while I was obstructed, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. For 18 points is a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. Yeah.
Just to do a trick on him, you know.
I think you're paying for intel.
Yeah. And you're sticking him
unless you've got something that forces everyone to be obstructed to pair with that. It's like the ability is like, okay.
Yeah, you stick this guy on a roid and then don't shoot with him. And if someone's trying to shoot you,
you can still shoot because you can always, if you have activated with Squadron command, you can have the extra dice that you lose. So,
but you'll lose. Where will you lose? You lose the red, I'd say, for the obstruction.
Yeah, you lose the red and you roll 2 black, or you roll 2 red down and get 2 doubles, and then pop things at 4 holes.
Well, we saw what reds do on Thursday.
We saw what reds do last night. Yeah. When you get all those doubles, mate, they are good. Yeah, they are good.
Depends on what monkey roll you get, I think, Ian. So to feels how lucky you are. But I think you just stick this on a roid and you want to make things intel. By all means, 18 points.
Oh no, it's not really that great. Like, I just don't know how great intel really is worth now. Now that they've changed it. That's the trouble. Like, I just don't feel it's good enough.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Look, it's a scatter race.
Yeah.
That's still a scatter race.
Yeah.
So you can't look back to scatter race. They can just last a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. All good.
Well, moving on.
Next one is the actual Hyena class droid bomber squadron. So this is the bomber itself. So we get speed of 4, hull of 4, 2 blues against squadrons, and then a red with ship. So this one's got AI battery 1. So while attacking a ship, if you're activated by a squadron command, you may add a die into your attack pool of a color that's already in your attack pool. So you get 2 reds. And then of course,
if you get bomber command center in there on the consulate. Oh no, wrong ship, wrong faction. But if you get bomber command center in there somehow, re-rolling 2 reds, it's not too bad with bomber.
Yeah. And bomber
it's not that bad. It's not good, but it's not that bad. But still, 2 red dice is still 2 red dice. And you got these things are only 11 points.
Yeah.
So you chuck in 10 of those things, and then you got you got 20 red dice going into a ship. That can hurt.
Yeah, absolutely.
That can hurt.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, red dice aren't something you should be laughing at. So
no, you shouldn't really. Red dice can surprise you.
Yeah, basically, they do surprise. So
they do surprise.
So 11 points is what? That's a Y wing, is it?
10 points a Y.
10 points. So one point extra. Okay. No.
Well, it's worth it because you got those 2 blue into bomber and. Yeah, look, it's balanced.
It is balanced. Yeah, it's because you got
A-wings are still better because you got the 3 blue and the 1 black and extra speed, but still 11 points. I'd pay 11 points for this. I'd never problem paying 11 points for that.
1 extra speed, 2 less hull, and then instead of a black, you get a red.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can live with that.
I'd pay it.
All right.
I'd pay it.
Cool. All right, so that was but I think we haven't seen that one, but I think we saw it in the background, and we were talking about the AI battery being that. Instead of being the AI anti-squadron, of course, bombers will get anti-ship. All right, so we'll get to one of the specialists here. So the Droid Prototype.
Prototype?
Yep, so for 16 points, you get... so while you're attacking a ship, if another friendly squadron with bomber is at distance 1 of the defender, you may change 1 die with a face with an accuracy icon. So, yeah, 16 points... You get your token spread, same AI battery and bomber.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
Especially where you got red dice because you'll roll 2 red dice and we all say, hey, look at this, I'm going to get 2 doubles now. No, you're going to probably get 1 hit, 1 blank, and then what you do, you change that blank to accuracy, you get a crit, and then, hey, good luck spending that contain.
Yeah.
Good luck spending that contain now. So, yeah, I like it. Actually, these things would be really horrible against flotillas with their scatter. So
Yeah.
it's just,
Yes.
you could send this guy and 4 other bombers on a squadron command, and they can go wipe out a flotilla.
But
It's cool. One hit and accuracy, hit
but
and
again,
accuracy, hit and accuracy.
we'll talk about the evade then, though.
Yeah. That's the only thing that ruins my plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Only thing that
We'll talk about that later. But good for what? For an extra 5 points. Really?
Yeah, 5 more points. Yeah, I'd pay it. Like, he's a great support. You take him. You take him with some high. It just makes sense to take him.
Yeah, absolutely. Very nice. I love it. All right, we'll go to the next one. Another Hyena. So we've got DBS404 for an extra point. Same spread as well. While attacking, if you are touching the defender, you may suffer 1 damage to add 1 die to your attack pool of a color that is already in your attack pool.
I hate this.
It just depends.
Because, you know why I hate this? What is touching?
Well, that's the thing.
So here's the thing.
I think the only way this will work is if a ship lands on you.
Yeah, I know, because the trouble is what you're gonna push all the way up and touch a squadron. Yeah. But then, okay, cool. Next round, you can't activate with a squadron. You're engaged. Now, the squadron that activated before you, well, they can move away anyway. But if something that causes a squadron that if there's something that causes a squadron or a ship to be picked up and moved and replaced to its original position, is that still considered touching where it was, or has the ship been moved and it's no longer considered touching?
I don't know. I'm just thinking of when a ship overlaps you.
Yeah, I don't like that term touching. I really don't. Why couldn't you have just said in distance 1 or?
I think that would have been too much, but
yeah, I know it would have been too much. I know what they were trying to do. While attacking, if you are touching the defender, you may suffer 1 damage to add 1 die to your attack pool.
Yeah, I think this will be another Karnak video.
You know what? If they had a distance 1 and suffer damage to add a die, that's fine. Because you know why? You've probably got 4 chances of using that, maybe 2 if you're lucky. Yeah. Or you're probably going to use it in your last roll.
Yeah.
I don't like it. They shouldn't have done touching. They just should have left it distance 1.
Yeah.
Think it would have been broken.
Especially when you're suffering 1 damage. You only got 4 chances to do this.
You got 4 chances to do it at the most.
Yeah.
And look at what you're adding. You can probably get away with 3 red dice. While good, still isn't that great. No. Yes, you get that chance of rolling 3 doubles, but good luck with that.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
But good luck.
Yeah.
And then it's just brace, redirect, and whatever. And then you've got 2 blue dice. Okay, cool. Now I get to add an extra blue dice. 4 times. Doing that, and blue dice against anti-squadron without re-rolls. They're fickle.
Yeah.
It's 50-50.
Yes. That's why you got to have swarm with your blue dice, but
you do. There's no swarm in this either. So if I'm honest, I don't like the term touching because it's not touching because I picked up the squadron and I moved it.
Yeah.
I moved it a minute that. Oh, you just knocked it up and touched it. I hate that term.
Yeah, I get it, and I think it's gonna. Something's going to be made a rule for touching, and that's another thing that you don't want to do. It's just way too much hassle, and I know it's going to be a massive Karnak video about what is touching, and it's just and it's just a mess.
I'm gonna stick this on the table, and I'm gonna be like, can't touch this. Don't touch this. Don't touch this.
Yeah.
We get more dice.
All right, so this one's a thumbs down for Ian. All right, let's move to the next one.
I like the ability. I hate the wording.
Yeah,
it's a great ship, but touching is just so
stupid. Yep. All right. So we go to the droid TIE fighters, not TIE fighters, tri-fighters. Tri-fighters. So 5 points, free hull, a red and 2 blue for anti-squadron, and a black dice for anti-ship. So of course, they've got the AI anti-squadron, counter 2, and swarm. So for 11 points, here is your interceptor.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it too.
I like it. Black dice, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. Black dice against ships. 2 blue and a red, and you know you're going to get your anti-squadron armored, so you know you're going to get the extra dice in there.
Yeah.
And you got swarm, and you got counter 2. this is just as good as an A-wing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You've lost the hull, which will hurt, but usually A-wings, it's 2 attacks to kill them anyway, and they're 4 hull. This will probably still be 2 attacks to kill it anyway, so whatever. I'm not going to care about it. But I like it.
I like it too.
Get the squadron going. This is a good ship. I like it.
Yep. And of course the anti-squadron, you'll get four dice instead of 3, so like it.
Yep.
All right, let's move to one of the aces here. So it is DIST81. So for
Dizzy.
Yeah, for
Let's call him Dizzy.
Dizzy. All right, Dizzy. So
Dizzy.
For 17 points, 6 points extra, you get counter. You've still got counter, and you got everything else. You got sniper free, and then your attacks cannot be obstructed.
I like him. He is the ace you want.
So what happens with her and Sienna? Yeah.
That's right there. There's no wording around it. What's Sienna's wording? Treat the attack as obstructed?
Yes.
And it specifically states your attacks cannot be obstructed.
Yeah.
So this counts as Sienna.
Yeah. I thought that. And the sniper free. Okay, you want to...
Sniper free as well.
Yeah, you want to go close up. You got your blue, you got your red, blue, and black. I think... Is that the same dice? You get different dice. No, yeah. So you add a black.
Yeah, I'll fit within sniper range.
Yeah.
Oh no, sniper is 3 blue dice. So
yeah, it'll be the die. It'll be the blue dice, correct? But
it's kind of funny actually. You kind of want the black. You got the AI squadron. Oh.
But then you get AI squadron too, so you get
you
that.
Still get that anyway. But you wouldn't get that on your sniper attack.
Yeah, you would.
Don't know if you do.
Because it's while attacking a squadron, you're doing that while you're sniping. Each activated, you add a dice.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it'll work on snipe.
Cool. Yeah, it'll work with sniping.
Yeah.
Okay, so every attack's a sniper attack. Don't get him in there.
Yeah.
Keep him back.
The only problem is it'll be 4 blue dice.
Yeah, but otherwise it's what? It's 2 blue, a black, and two black, a blue, and a red.
Then you can add a whatever color you want.
Yeah, you'll be adding a black, so that's why I said 2 black, a blue, and a red.
Okay. Well, it depends. Again, if you got that accuracy or something like that, or you want to roll a red in. If you want to roll a red.
Oh, you want to roll a red if you can't roll a black.
Yeah.
You want to roll a red if you can't roll a black. That's how it works. I like this guy. He's good. He's he's pretty much you take him in your foot.
Yeah, I like him. He's gonna be awesome.
He's good.
He's gonna be awesome.
He's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Absolutely, and he's got scatter and brace. So.
Scatter and brace. So
yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, so we go to another droid tri-fighter ace. So we got here we go. This is going to be a good one. Pilak Prototype.
Pac-Man.
Let's go. Pac-Man. I like it. I like it. Pac-Man. Yep. So for 2 points extra from the one we just talked about, after an enemy squadron ends its activation at distance 1, the squadron suffers 1 damage.
After an enemy squadron ends its activation at distance 1, that squadron suffers 1 damage. So it's basically reverse Mauler.
Reverse Mauler.
Come at me, bitches. This is Pac-Man, because you know what? All the ghosts go chasing after him. He pops that magic thing, and then boom, you die. Oh, he's so Pac-Man.
Oh, I like it. Oh, this is even much worse than Mauler, because he doesn't need to move. He just stays at distance 1 of everyone. Oh, you're activating? Bang! You're activating? Bang!
He is. He's the guy you stick in front of your ship, the unshielded section, when they're bringing in a bunch of bombers.
Yeah.
And then he's got counter 2.
Yeah.
So not only are you going to have to then engage the prick who's got 2 brace, he's got a brace and a scatter.
Yeah.
And he's got counter 2.
Yeah.
And you're going to take a damage.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yep. Those droid TIE fighters. Oh, nasty.
Oh no, they are the cream of the crop out of this. I think. I think the Separatists have done really well with their squadrons actually.
Yeah.
Apart from one bad wording and the other one was a bit like meh. But, we've had 2 bad so
far.
But otherwise,
I'd say it's a B right now for the class of the Separatist fighters here. All right, let's head to the last squadron, and that's the Bulbalab. So we've got relay. So it's got speed of 4, 5 hull, 2 blue and 2 black. So you got a defender anti-squadron, and then a blue anti-ship. Relay of 1 and screen for 15 points. So screen is while you are defending for each other friendly squadron, the attacker engaged with that lack.
That lack screen.
Up to
3. What does that mean? Like
up to 3. So up to 3 squadrons that lack screen.
So you have to have 3 squadrons that lack 3?
No, up to 3. So
if you have 4 squadrons that don't have screen, then you don't get the effect?
So, no, you gain dodge for each. So you get 3 dodge.
You gain dodge. No, it just says you gain dodge 1. You don't get 3 dodge.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. I can't understand. Like, yeah, you screw with that lack screen, you gain...
For each other friendly squadron.
Yeah. The attacker is engaged with. For each other friendly squadron, you gain up to 3. You gain dodge. So you gain dodge for. Oh, so you do gain dodge for 3 then.
Yeah. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I think that could have been worded better. I think. But,
yeah.
Or maybe it's just because it's hot and my brain's not functioning.
Yeah. I feel like that. It's reroll the 3.
Yeah, I think that's a reroll 3. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda...
So it's basically, all right. You want to attack me? You want to get rid of me? All right. But I've got my friends around me. I don't have.
So this is.
It's not.
Well, you take two of these buggers so you can get the relays going, like what you do with the ghosts.
Yep.
But these are better than ghosts because you got 2 blue and 2 black as opposed to 3. Yep. They are short by 3 hull points. They do move faster though, so yeah, 15 points.
I'm just wondering, these guys don't have escort, do they?
Nope.
No. So this is their version of escort. So if you want to shoot me, go ahead. But I get to re-roll 3 of my dice, 2 of my dice, 1 of my dice, if you do. It depends on how many friends I've got around me that lack screen. So you've got your other fighters around the Bulbalab.
It's not really...
You want to attack me? Okay, attack me. But I get to re-roll your 3 blue dice that you got 3 hits.
Makes you wonder when you see a couple of these and you see a couple of bombers and stuff, what are you going to go and attack? Would you waste your time attacking this or just shoot everything else?
Depends.
Probably shoot everything else.
Depends.
Depending on what you're shooting with, really.
Yeah, if you got black dice, maybe. You want to re-roll my black dice? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, blue dice, red dice.
50-50, so that can hurt blue dice and red dice attacks, that's for sure.
Yeah. So it just depends on what you see, what you have. Again...
Oh, well, yeah. Either way, I like the ship. I think it works.
Yeah, 15 points. It's the same points as a shuttle. So
Ghost.
Yeah,
shuttle. Yeah.
Yeah.
15 points. I think it's a steal. I think it's a good price.
Awesome. So we go to General Grievous. He's a bit taller. So for 22 points, you've got the same of everything, but anti-ship is now black, and then you get 2 braces. And his relay of 2 now instead of 1 for the Bulbalab.
Ooh, that already makes me want to take him straight away.
So while attacking a ship or squadron with no ready defense tokens, each of your crit icons adds 1 damage to the damage total.
You are taking this bad boy.
Yep. So if you
you
got generics, well, you've got no tokens.
Yep, and I'm re-rolling 3 your dice.
Yep.
Now, how does that work? So, if they don't have defense tokens to begin with?
Yep. They're not. They don't have tokens. They don't have.
I sent an FAQ. Someone's going to ask that.
Yeah.
Oh, but didn't come with tokens to begin with.
Well, they have no ready defense tokens. So
they have no ready defense tokens. So
a generic has no.
I see that being an argument.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess so. Yeah, this guy's just a killer.
Yeah, this is a generic killer.
He's a generic killer. Yeah, but he's also an
Oh, and we lost Ian again.
ace killer as well. It's just, make him spend it again. You know, all those crits.
Yeah. But it's for blue dice. It's just the accuracy. It's not gonna make a hit. But you want accuracies when not against a generic though. But either way, it's gonna be like 75% a hit with General Grievous against a generic. So he'll definitely add that to his collection. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, he's got the potential of getting 6 hits. So
And again, I love the artwork of General Grievous there with his guards at the back. I love it. It is beautiful. Beautiful. All right. That was it for the actual for the pack. Let me just check. Yep, that is. I've got Baby Yoda next. We'll talk about Mandalorian afterwards. But then we'll actually go now on to the rules that actually did come out. So of course the Germans again. So it's always the Germans. They seem to get their hands on the add
some context to that quickly, Mars, when you say it's always the Germans.
It's always the Germans. So they've Asmodee Germany released the Let's Learn to Play a PDF on their website. And of course, it's all in German, so we didn't understand it. So of course, our German friends who are all watching, of course. So, guten Tag to all my German friends out there. So they've translated most of the stuff that's juicy from that. So there are some new 1.5 rules that we already know about the aces and that. And then, of course, the actual pass tokens themselves. So strategic advisor and Price and Bale all gone, and now it's all about the pass token. So
to be honest, I'm happy to see strategic advisor disappear, because that's just been a crutch for so many people so long.
Yeah,
but I don't think they need to get rid of Bale and Price.
I think what they're going to do is they're going to reword them, but later on they're going to re-release them later on.
Yeah, they'll probably re-release them because you'll get them back again. But
yeah,
I don't have a problem with their abilities, because it's just like, oh, you've just told me what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Apparently that annoyed a lot of people, man.
What's that? That they could because they couldn't think how to change their battle strategy because they knew what their opponent was going to do.
Yeah.
I know. I just never found those cards a problem.
I know.
I used them. I played against them.
Neither did I.
Oh, okay. You're going to price on round 2. Fine. What do I care?
Yeah.
I'll just change my strategy so that way your price is useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the time I took Bale and I was first player, and just so that way, was it first player? It's just that way I get the tokens.
Yeah,
I took Bale so that way I had the extra tokens.
Yeah,
I wasn't really taking him for the ability. I wanted the token.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. So what we found out about the pass tokens now is it depends on at the start of the game how many ships you have. So if say you've got 5 and I've got 3. I'll get equal to that amount of what ships you have. So I'll get 2 pass tokens.
Unless you're first player, you get 1.
You get 1. So you get 1 less fewer. Correct, if you're first player. So as I said, if you are second player, you start with 1 pass token for every extra ship your opponent has. So so you can discard a pass token to skip your activation only if your opponent has at least as many ships left to do so. So you have 1 ship left, they have to have 1 ship left, you can pass. But if you have 2 ships and they have 1, you can't. You have to activate them, you can't pass. And then for second player, you cannot pass on consecutive activations. So you can't pass, then pass. You have to pass, activate, pass. Yeah. That's the second player. First player is you start with 1 less fewer. So again, we went to, you've got 5, I've got 3. I only get 1. You can't. First player cannot pass on the first activation. You can discard a pass token to skip your activation only if you have fewer ships left than your opponent. So you have 1 ship, they have 2, you can pass. But if you have 1 and they have 1, you cannot pass. And again, you cannot consecutive pass on consecutive activations.
How does it work with the SSD now? Because SSD had a permanent pass token.
Yeah. I think that permanently stay on. I'd say that's going
to stick around?
Maybe. I'm not quite sure about those rules. I presume they'll bring out a map. This is from the Learn to Play. This is a Separatist Learn to Play pack. So this will talk about the Separatist pack, and that's it. I think there's going to be a massive FAQ and a massive rules reference going to come out with everything coming out. But that's later on.
I'm still annoyed because, come on, why couldn't they just put in the simplest of pass rules? Hey, you got more than me. I'm just going to pass till we're even. Like they didn't, like they used to have an IA. It was simple. It wasn't confusing or stupid or involved tokens or then or involved exhausting cards. You know, they're just trying to do everything to get around this issue of more versus less and just do the simple pass rule.
Yeah.
But no, and then you'll buy a pack and have tokens now and have all these dials you don't need as well. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be better visualized for people. I'm a visual person, so going through that is just a bit of a mess. It's going to take a couple of
It actually isn't really that hard because when you say 5 versus 2, it's just like, how many got left? 2. Okay, cool, so I can go down.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty simple.
Yeah, but I'm a visual person. I like to see things visually.
I find that hilarious considering how messy your board state always is, and you say you're a visual person and you can't even make sense of what you've got on the table.
I'm not my own visual stuff.
No, wait, is that upgrade card on that ship? Is that damage card on that ship? Wait, those tokens belong to that ship? Oh wait, hang on, that's half of Clint's stuff. Why is it on your side?
Because he gives it to me. It's fun. And also, we found out that the evade now works at close range.
Yeah, so what does that mean now? Does that mean medium range gets to dodge it completely and long range gets to dodge 2?
No, it's still medium and close gets to evade. It's rerolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of good in a way because it means that token, when you're left with that token, it's still got a use.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's
also
yeah.
another. I forgot to add as well. If you are a smaller ship, so if you say a Corvette and an AEST is shooting at you, you can discard the evade token to affect 2 dice.
Oh, okay.
So you could, if you want.
Well, hey, I suppose if it's already red.
Yeah. So if you're at close range, you discard one of your evades to reroll 2.
Well, if you're discarding it to reroll 1 because it's red, can you be cheeky and say, well, I'm going to discard it and reroll 2? You're going to discard it anyway to reroll 1.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like you are discarding.
That's kind of a cheap move.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You're going to shoot my side attack first, you weaker hull. No worries. I'll spend the evade, make a reroll. Now here comes your strong attack. Now I'll discard the evade and make you reroll 2. Then I'll fly off into the sunset.
Evade tokens.
That's kind of a cheap move.
Yeah. Here we go. Evade tokens can be spent to reroll a die at close range, even at distance 1. If the defending ship is smaller than the attacker, he can discard an evade token in order to affect an additional die. So yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, it doesn't clarify anything else.
No.
So it's already red.
Yeah, that's
that's crazy. Oh, cool. Well, you're going to discard anyway. But hey, discard, do 2 dice instead. I know it's way out. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Same with long range. Cool. Okay. Yeah, you finally got those. You got those 2 hits into me.
So extreme long. Imagine that. A Starhawk. Extreme long range. You discard the evade. You get rid of 4. And then you wall explicics the evade.
Yeah, because
free. It would be free. Sorry.
Free. No, because you can't spend the same token twice. You only get 1 evade token.
Yeah, but you discard.
Oh no, to do it you get. Yeah, but you can't because you already spent it to affect the dice already. Then you can't go and discard it again.
No, you discard it straight away.
To affect 3 dice. Will it affect 3 dice? Will it?
Yeah, because you got your extreme range.
Yeah.
You get rid of 2, right? In extreme range.
Yeah.
And then you get an extra 3rd dice out of there.
I don't think it'll work that way.
I think so.
It should.
It should. What's ammunition as well? You can do it as well as ammunition or the other one that gives you an extra.
Ammunition lets you discard token. Yeah.
And what's the other one?
What's
the other?
Foresight lets you. Yeah, foresight. So you. Oh crap! Yeah. Okay. And no. Read the wording again, because foresight will let you, when you spend an evade long range, you can discard 2 dice. Then, if you want to discard an evade token, you couldn't do it because you're spending 2 tokens.
Okay.
Wouldn't work.
Someone was saying like 4 dice. Yeah, when you resolve the evade defense dice, you can affect 1 additional die.
Well, when you use it, you can affect 1 additional die.
So at extreme range, if you just spent the evade, it's 3 dice, right? With foresight.
Yeah.
If you discard the evade dice, that's 4 dice.
Okay, so if you discard the evade, so foresight lets you discard the evade.
Yep.
That will let you cancel 3 dice.
Yep.
Because you can cancel like at long range. Because
extreme long range. Extreme long range.
Because foresight lets you do 2, and then because you're discarding effective.
Yeah.
So that will let you do 3. Then extreme maybe 4.
4, yeah, because extreme is evade 2.
Evade 2 plus foresight. Well, foresight already gave you 3 extreme long range. That's what.
Yeah, and then you
discarding, so 4 dice.
4 dice. You discard 4 dice.
I'm just going to nullify your attack. I'm just going to discard. I got 2 evades. I got Blissix.
Yeah.
And then I'll just get it back.
Yeah.
So I can basically kill off 3 of your attacks and not worry about it.
Yeah.
And then I'll chuck Agate on there, so I've got 3 evades.
Yeah.
I can do it 4 times.
Come at me, bro.
So for 4 rounds, your attacks are meaningless against this ship.
Yeah.
And it's going to get in there with its torpedoes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupidly good.
It's
stupidly good.
Stupidly good, yeah. It's just.
Oh, someone's got to do that. Someone's going to fly foresight.
You're going to do it. You're going to do it.
Probably.
You're going to think of some.
Why can't I get 2 crew on that? And... Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! I've broken in.
3.
Oh no!
No. Here's the arsehole build.
Oh, we go.
A pelter.
Oh no!
With the title.
Yeah.
Agate.
Yeah.
So you get the extra dice.
Yeah.
Lando.
Yeah.
And Blissix.
Yeah.
So you get 2 chances to discard the evades, cancel 3 dice in 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Then you get 3 chances to do it because you get 2 chances. It only comes with 1 evade, and then you've got Lando to re-roll the next attack. So you can even use Lando. Oh crap! It's a really good roll. So I'm just going to burn Lando first, and then I'll make you discard. Then I'll see what I've got left to discard if I want to discard an evade token or not, and then I could save the evade token for later. So you can get 3 evade tokens on there with Agate.
Yeah.
So Lando and Blissix, and that's a frack your.
Oh no.
That is how a pelter takes out an onager.
So Ian, you back in?
I'll back in next year. It's once all this crap's over with, I'll be back into it. But
yeah.
Man, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
That is stupid.
So what do you think of the new rules, the partial rules that we've got right now?
I'm still annoyed about the past because.
Yeah.
But so far, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm
still waiting to find out what happens with all these card changes and points changes and stuff and everything.
Yeah, let's wait for that. But you'll find. Well, it's next week. Next week the stuff drops.
Oh, okay, cool. So we're talking about next week.
So we'll be talking all about. We'll be unboxing. Hopefully, let's hope.
Yeah,
apparently,
it could be the store doing that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully the store will get some, but that's time to tell. We've seen some Australian stockers have the Clone Wars already, but ours does not at the moment, unfortunately. So we're hoping and praying to the double red dice gods. All right, that's it for the Armada part of things. That was basically what was in that German article. So Dankeschön for all our German friends there. So now we'll hit the Mando talk. So again, I'm going to say it before, because I know someone will say, "Oh, you didn't warn me." If you haven't seen last week's episode, The Siege, episode 12. Last week's episode of The Siege, we're going to talk about it now. Go and watch it. I don't know what you're doing. You had a whole week to watch it. We're talking about right now. Right. Now that's over and done with. Let's talk about episode 12, The Siege. I've got the picture of Baby Yoda eating his macaroons. So the space macaroons. Yes. But
that kid's always eating.
Yeah. Well, that's what kids do. That's what kids do. They always eat. Dad, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know. We'd know that too, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
God, my cat, I find actually, here's the thing. I'm going to go off on a side topic here. You know, kids are always eating because bloody schools encourage it. When our kids were home during lockdown, they'd wake up, they'd have breakfast, they wouldn't have anything till probably lunchtime, then they'd have an afternoon snack and then dinner. When they're at school, they're going to have breakfast, then they're going to have a morning fruit snack, then they're going to have a morning snack, then they're going to have their lunch, then they're going to have another afternoon snack, then they come home for another snack, and then they have dinner.
Yeah.
It's just, schools just promote so much eating. No wonder why everyone's getting obese. Anyway, back to the Mando.
Oh, back to the Mando. Okay, how do we start this one off again? We started off at...
we're flying off through space, through a damaged...
not damaged, it was
a dodgy Mon-Cal repair.
Yeah, it was basically like a outer rim dodgy repair shop kind of place with the Mon-Cal fix there.
Yeah, Mando's trying to get Baby Yoda to repair parts of the ships as well. He's in like a little alcove there, and he's saying, no, this wire goes there, that wire goes there.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. I love that. Yeah,
that obviously didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of like a cool father-son sort of moment right there, that was.
Yeah.
And just seeing the look back through the control panel where you're seeing, no. Yeah.
Like Ian's
And
truck.
obviously shenanigans happen. He gets like, because he says, no, don't touch the wires. And as soon as you tell a kid, don't touch the wires, what do they do?
They touch the wires.
They touch the wires.
Yeah, it's like,
don't cross the streams.
Yeah, that's basically it. Don't cross the streams.
Don't cross the streams. And what do?
Yeah.
They cross the streams. Yeah, so shenanigans happened. It didn't work. And then it was actually quite interesting. One of the interesting scenes I thought, just watching that scene. After that, they're in the back of the ship, and they're sitting down enjoying probably some bone broth or something in those cups together. And you're actually seeing Mando and Baby Yoda like sharing a meal together, you might say, or sharing a drink or something. Yeah. And just the way Mando just gets the helmet.
His helmet up. Yeah, he's starting to relax a little bit. It's like, this is the semi way now.
Yeah, he doesn't take the helmet off, but just lifts it up and puts
I
it
like,
down.
I like.
I wonder, like, how often do they do that? Like, is that pretty customary for him to do?
No,
something
I
like that?
doubt it because Baby Yoda's looking, going.
Yeah, he's looking at. You see him too. He's looking. He's trying to get a look at his face. You see that whole way they move the puppet around, trying to like trying to. He really wants to see his face.
Yeah.
And. Yeah, it's quite fascinating, that, and it just makes you wonder if that'll even happen. It's just, I'm sure it probably would.
I'd say it will. I'd say he'll come to a point where he's like, bugger the way.
Nah, he won't be. He's the way, mate.
He's the way, but he'll say, bugger the head way.
He is the Mandalorian, after all.
Yes.
It's in the title. If you know Mandalorian lore, he's the Mandalorian.
So we find out that the repairs aren't the greatest, so he heads back to... Navarro.
Planet.
Navarro.
Navarro. Yeah.
Navarro.
And man, if that place been a 360, now the scum and the villainy are wiped out.
Yeah.
The bar they had the shootout in is now the school.
A school, yeah. So
it's blue macaroons.
Yeah, blue macaroons. It's all transformed. Everything's all lovely. He's now the magistrate, and of course, Cara Dune is the enforcer. Oh, talk about being the enforcer.
The sheriff, what do they call her? They call her not the sheriff. What do they call her? Marshal.
The Marshal. That's it. The Marshal. Yeah, the Marshal.
Yeah.
But the fight scene with the Ponda Bobber people.
He doesn't like you.
Yeah, those. I should know.
Those guys.
Yeah, those guys. That was hilarious.
Yeah, they're trying to eat some type of bloody meerkat or something like that. And she comes in, wipes them all out, and takes all the stuff they stole back, and you see her doing all her fight stuff. You see her MMA come out in there, and it's just it was pretty cool.
That was a good little scene, just to give a bit of a little action coming in heads. Of course, that was the old armory of the Mandalorian where he did them.
It was actually the old armory.
Yeah, it was the old armory because I was
kind of curious if they're just recycling a set a little bit, or if it was the actual armory.
Yeah, it was the armory where the Mando got his armor done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it had the scum logo on there. I can't again the.
Oh really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, it got removed. So if you actually look at the episode,
I see it right now. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
there it is.
The
dragon. It's no longer above there. So
So that was the old armory. So that's they're hanging around there, and the
forge is still kind of there too, really, isn't it?
Yeah, they're trying to cook on the forge. I
wasn't sure if it was the same or not. Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to cook on the forge. So
Okay.
Yeah, good little intro with Cara Dune.
It'll be delicious.
Yeah. So of course
that's my share. I'm just watching it now.
Yeah. So Mando comes back to the planet Navarro to get his ship fixed. Of course, there's always these sneaky little guys. Every time you watch the repair guys, they look back and they're like, these guys are sneaky as. And of course,
as soon as you saw that, it's just you knew that there was that one guy who looked back. He was like, Yeah, he looks shifty straight away.
Shifty as.
It wasn't even obvious.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I
So
suppose it probably wasn't meant to be because of what happens later. But
yeah. But
yeah, they're all excited to have their family reunion again. They're all catching. Oh, look at his baby! Oh, and he's so cute. Everyone loves the baby.
did you see IG-11 statue?
No, I didn't actually. Where
So
was that?
before they go into the school, there's an IG-11.
IG-11 statue, is there?
Yeah, IG-11
Oh, wow.
statue in the background. So
Oh wow!
yeah.
I'll have to see if I can scan that. I'm watching through it right now. They're kind of walking through the markets and that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
yeah, check out how this place is.
So yeah, so it's new Navarro. He's
Oh yeah,
transferred-
there it is. There is
Yeah.
too. There's an IG statue in the background.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I missed that.
yeah. There's little things. That's why this is why you watch it several times, just to pick up on the little things here and there.
Oh yeah.
Funny enough, again, we go to the actual classroom. You actually listen into the actual droid talking about the
they're talking about the
favorites.
Kessel Run, aren't
The
they?
kids talking about the Kessel Run, the Corellian Run, the New Republic. They talk about the New Republic, and the base planet is Chandrilla. It's not what's the other one?
Well, it's
From Resistance.
Hosnian Prime.
It's not Hosnian Prime yet. It's on Chandrilla.
It's not Hosnian Prime yet. It's
Yeah,
still Chandrilla.
it's still
that stage, yeah.
Chandrilla. That's Mon Mothma's
Because
home.
Mon Mothma is president, and they put
Correct.
her on her home planet.
That's it. So yeah, the droid talks about the New Republic at Chandrilla, and then they do talk about the when they do the Kessel Run, they talk about Kessel. They talk about the Maelstrom as well too. If you listen in, they talk about the Maelstrom, and of course we see Baby Yoda do his cute little, hey, give me some macarons.
He asks
kid."
us, "Oh, can I have a macaroon?" The guy says no, and then what does he do?
Yeah.
He just pulls them towards him and just starts eating them in front of him and says,
Yeah.
"Yeah, they're mine now, bitch.
They're my macaroons.
My macaroons now, bitch."
Delicious.
And yeah,
I wonder if they're made from blue milk.
Probably
Blue milk
I think
macaroons.
I think they're making blue macaroons because it's a bit of a joke that blue milk, so let's just make blue macaroons.
Yeah, I say
It's more
so.
than likely let's carry on the whole blue milk, the whole blue spatchka.
Yeah.
Everything edible in Star Wars is blue.
Yeah.
So
From the makers of blue milk, there's blue macaroons. Yeah, I could say it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then speaking of blue, we come up to an old friend again.
Ah.
Who's no longer in Carbonite.
Yes. Oh, that was hilarious. He's something. I can't remember his name, but just the spore coming out of him, just getting nervous seeing the Mandalorian.
Like, oh no, not you.
Oh no! But it's funny. He talks about that Brief Karga is the one who put the bounty on him because he did a bit of some dodgy work on the books of him. So
Oh yeah, dodgy account keeping.
dodgy accounts. What a surprise!
Yep.
But well, he can't go anywhere. His ship needs repairs. We need your help, Mando.
Let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah.
Let's talk some
Let's make
business.
a deal.
Let's go and finish off these last Imperials on the planet, and so they
Yeah, it's just supposed to be some type of armory or something. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
he thinks it's some kind of armory.
yeah,
Or just some military. They just don't want the weapons and stuff to end
just
up
an
on the black
outpost of some short troopers. Nothing too big. It should be like quick, easy, run and go type scenario. So so we find out that there is an Imperial base on there. The same one they seem to copy and paste the Imperial bases from. That's the same one from Rogue One. It's the same kind of.
recycle the set pieces.
Yeah, they recycle the copy and paste that from. That's the same one from Rogue One. So they go there.
Like which base? The
Scarif
or
the Edu.
no, it's completely different.
It's
It's in the side of the wall, but it looks nothing like it.
It's Edu. Trust me, dude.
It is Edu, is it?
It is a copy of
It
it.
doesn't have that big cannon on the top.
No, it doesn't. But they've added a bit pieces there. But it's another copy of Edu base.
No. Well, I suppose when you think about military bases.
Yeah. They
it's
just
same
it's like
base.
stock standard kind of things. Like, bam.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not really much. Well, they are architects. The Imperials. They like to make.
Well, they probably keep getting the same architects, and it's like you walk into a McDonald's, and McDonald's pretty much looks
That's
the same.
it, basically. Yeah. So Death Star
All that
1. Do
change.
you want a second Death Star? Yeah, let's do the same. Just make it a little bigger. Yeah.
Let's just make it bigger so you can fly down instead of
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So, like, you want an Imperial base? We got this one on the shelf. Like, oh, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So yeah, they're led to believe it's only a skeleton crew, easy mop up, blow the thing up, and go home. But oh no, like the Transformers, there is more than meets the eye.
more than meets the eye.
Yeah, it turns out it's a pretty active base actually, and then we find out through after they do some shenanigery, get into base, do some fun stuff. Go watch it if you want a better detailed description.
Yeah. We're here for the casual.
Cloning.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Cloning facility.
Are they cloning because they do bring up a holographic image of Dr.
They're
Peshin.
wearing the same symbols on their patches as what
Chameleons
were wearing.
But what he's
you know they're doing some type of cloning or some type of genetic engineering there.
Yeah, but what he's doing, he basically got the blood of Baby Yoda. That's the whole M count, metachlorian count.
Yep, metachlorian count. Yeah,
and he's basically it's blood transfusion into subjects, and the subjects rejected the blood. Hence why these. Here's my thing. I'm going. Are these clones or are these rejection of the blood? If they're blood rejections, then why are they keeping them there? So. Usually, if it's like a reject, you just chuck it into the trash compactor and let the slug eat it. So but apparently they want to keep their failures. I don't know. Maybe it is clones. You just don't know. Yeah,
it's inspirational though, isn't it? Like you say that. Yeah, that didn't work this time. Yeah, you don't get it right next time. You'll be the next one.
Yeah, I've heard the theories of it could be Snoke.
I don't think it's this.
No, because this has happened after the Battle of Jakku. The Battle of Jakku is when those Imperials, including Ray Sloane, have jumped into the Outno Rangers and started the First Order. This is unless Moff Gideon, he's a reject Imperial. He's not part of the First Order. He's Imperial remnant. Unless he gets a call from, say, Ray Sloane and gets transported to the First Order, maybe it could be Snoke. But
I think he's doing his own.
He's doing his own thing.
He's doing his own thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
The Emperor just didn't have. He didn't have that one contingency to go start with new water. He would have had a couple of them.
Yeah.
Moff Gideon's just one of the other people he's just referring to. You know, he's doing his own little thing. So, and you'll probably find as they do other Star Wars like things out there, there'll be other Imperial bad guys that got to face.
I feel like Moff Gideon. He wants to have force powers. He wants to be this supreme power. So he's just trying some guys. It's like, hey, dudes, you want to try, you want to get paid for some, some testing, you've got to be fit and healthy and age between 5 and 45. Actually, no. You get into the tube, get some Baby Yoda, blood into you.
I don't think that's where they're going. I don't think he's trying to get force abilities because I just don't think that would work. I think he's trying to do...
Darksaber, force abilities. Come on, man.
He's got the Darksaber because, he took it. It's just spoils of war.
I know, but I feel like...
You don't need to have force abilities to it. I don't feel that's where it's going.
Okay, but, each pros and cons. I feel like it's nothing got to do with Snoke, but what is he trying to do? He's trying to do something with the Force. That's simple as that. Is he using it for himself?
I don't think he's trying to do something with the Force. I think that he needs the midichlorians to create life.
Yeah.
And that's why he's doing this thing with cloning to create what we see at the end of the thing, which we'll get into in a bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, but that's another thing. Now, he did talk about a volunteer. There is a secret volunteer who's actually taking this. They're waiting. They're doing these tests. They need more blood for the volunteer. So there is someone else.
That's what we also find out is in that speech as well. That they all watch of the original scientists from the first season. And that's where we find out what they were using Baby Yoda for. They wanted they were draining his blood.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blood of the midichlorians.
Yeah.
That's because they want the M count, the blood of the M count.
Yeah.
And that's what he was actually being used for, was for a blood thing. So I think there was this whole concept that maybe Baby Yoda was a clone himself.
No.
I'm starting to think that I don't think he was.
No, he's not. He's the real deal. He is the real deal.
Yeah, he's a member of he's a real member of the species, I think now, and I think we can safely say that now. So the theory of him being a Yoda clone is out.
Yeah.
And him being just another member of the species is in. So.
Yeah, but I feel like it's something got to do with this secret volunteer. That's what I believe. It's not something got to do with Snoke. Again, we could be totally wrong. This is what we're speculating. You can make your own speculations. You could say he's making a clone of Darth Jar Jar or something here. He'll be back. Misa gonna get Ugo.
You know what? If they went around and they actually if they legitimately got the original actor back and literally did a Darth Jar Jar series, I guarantee you everybody would watch it. You know it.
Yeah.
You would watch it. You would be waiting every single week, and you'd throw in some flashbacks where you see him that he was manipulating everybody the whole time, and you could just see the whole concept of Darth Jar Jar, and everybody would watch Darth Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Everybody would watch it. You'd love it. It'd be popular as baby. I reckon Darth Jar Jar.
All right. Enough about Darth Jar Jar. Enough about cloning. Enough about Baby Yoda. Let's talk about the
fireworks.
The newest star of the Mandalorian. So we saw the gunfights, and you saw the scenes, and then we saw the greatest person since Max Rebo. It's Admiral Jeff Blue-Jeans.
Yep. You got the image up on screen?
Yeah, I've got the Wikipedia sign and of course the screenshot where he was. So you got the little extra there, and of course people went crazy with this guy just appearing in the background. And and of course someone actually went to Wikipedia and created a Admiral Jeff Blue-Jeans page saying canon. Of course, that was taken down straight away, but of course they took screenshots. But yep.
It's going to persist though, and there's going to be backstories, and there's going to be everything.
Yep, that's it.
He's going to become. We're going to find. Do we even know who he is? Like who he is?
I don't know. He's just an extra. But
it's going to happen. Someone's going to corner Dave Filoni in an interview somewhere and say, "Who is Admiral Jeff Blue-Jeans? Who was he? What part did he play?"
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't be surprised he just whips out for a laugh.
It's like the ice cream guy. It's like the ice cream guy from Return of the Jedi. Not Return. The Empire Strikes Back. What's his name? The ice. See now I used to remember his name, but Willow Hood. Willow Hood. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah? The ice cream guy. The guy running with the ice cream when they're in Empire.
No, I don't remember that one.
All right, Lando's running in Bespin once he's talked to say evacuate the city. He goes this way, and then you see this guy just running with the ice cream container that the Mandalorian gets. Hence the whole ice cream container where it has the Beskar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they screwed up. There was a mistake, and then they go and make it a featured prop.
No, that's it. No, it wasn't. It was actually a prop made, but it was just a canister, and basically people actually cosplay this guy and actually run around conventions with an ice cream container. An ice cream. It's technically an ice cream maker, and of course. In season 1 of Mandalorian, what they do, they get the ice cream maker and put the Beskar in there, and people lost their mind about that. So,
of course, this is the way.
Yes.
So you know what? Admiral Blue-Jeans is going to show up somewhere, I bet. Yep. Darth Admiral Blue-Jeans.
Yep. He's the volunteer.
He's the volunteer.
He's the volunteer. He's going to come back.
He's the volunteer. That's who he is. It's all connected. It's not a mistake.
It's not a
mistake. This is the way.
Yeah, this is the way. Dave Favreau is painting all this. He's watching from a distance. The Admiral Jeff Blue-Jeans. So he's like, you escaped, but I'll be back with my blue jeans. Exactly. Yes, we talked about the Kara's fight with the walruses. We did talk about that.
Yep, that was pretty cool.
So yeah, he's like Robot. Yes, Willow Hood. All right, so they escaped the base. They get onto one of the
transport. Find out in that transmission that Moff Gideon is alive, like we all knew, but Mando didn't know. They all thought he was dead when the TIE fighter went down. Obviously, no one went to check for a body.
No, they always forget about that, don't they?
They always forget to check for a body.
Yeah,
go back, find the body, do the double tap. Did no one?
No one watches Zombieland. No one watches.
Nobody watches Zombieland.
No.
Is it Rule 1 double tap? No, Rule 1's cardio.
Yeah, cardio.
I can't remember what rule. I think maybe Rule 2 is double tap.
It's been a while since I've watched Zombieland, but yeah, double tap, dude. Go and check for a body. Make sure he's dead. No,
make sure he's dead. Exactly. Do the double tap.
Yeah.
So they find he's dead. So naturally, Mando separates. He goes running off to go back and find the child, just so that way, making sure that no one's got his hands on him. And then the other three have to try and get out.
Oh, we're going to talk about
fashion too.
We're going to talk about them sabotaging the coolant that too. Of course, you know, the guy complaining there's no handrails on the...
Oh, yeah. Typical Star Wars jokes.
Yeah. The old robot chicken. You know, they could just put some handrails.
I don't want dental plan. I just want a rail.
Yeah. Like, we'll lean. Come on.
Lean on it.
Yeah.
That was like... if that's a callback to that is pretty brilliant.
I'd say so. I'd say 100%. That's
you know, that's we'll make that canon. We'll say it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So they escape the base in spectacular fashion in a armored transport, which smashes the blue guy's speeder down the bottom, which was quite upset about.
Yeah.
And then they take out some tires, they take out some, you know.
That tank scene reminds me of Indiana Jones, like the Indiana Jones where they're in the tank.
Yeah.
And
it spins around and shoots the guy off the roof or something.
Yeah. And it just it smashes the guy on the wall, and you always see that guy. Same thing. It's just same thing of it. I think it was a tribute to Indiana Jones there a bit.
Probably.
But yeah.
Is it a tribute or is it copying?
It's a tribute because it's Lucasfilm.
It's copying until you get caught, and then we get caught. No,
because it's all Lucasfilm. It's just a tribute. Yeah. So it's all under.
Yeah.
So of course, you know, their turret is smashed. They got TIE fighters coming down, and guess who comes in? The Mando in a repaired ship so quickly.
How'd that happen?
I know.
So quick.
I know.
You know, 1,000 credits in a Moncal could only tie some rope around it, some bungee cord and duct tape. But you know, you leave these two guys in Navarro, and you know they managed to repair it in such record time.
Yeah, I know.
Having said, you don't know how much time elapses between them. You know, carrying their supplies, going out. You know, it just seemed like wow, that was conveniently repaired.
Yeah.
And then
it was.
Yeah, he managed to, you know, he's rescued Baby Yoda. He's still got his macaroon biscuits. So, judging by the fact that how fast he eats, and the fact that he still had a pack of macaroon biscuits left, it mustn't have been long.
No.
So I don't know if that's how you judge time in Star Wars, by how fast Baby Yoda eats.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know, but it was just it was here's a ship. Oh, it's fixed. What great timing.
Brand new too.
Yeah, brand new.
Those side panels were all shiny again. I thought it might have stayed a little bit more beaten up or something, but
no,
I guess it's all
no. Cut and polish everything. These guys are
cut and polish. It's all it probably needed really is a cut and polish.
Yeah. But so he blasts the TIE fighters. He does a couple of spinning tricks. You know, that's a good trick, and blows them away and saves the day.
Yeah. Yeah, and because he's already ship, he's up in the air. They just radio down and say, "Hey, yeah, you have a good day. Yeah, you too. Thanks for your help." And then off he goes. And then, assumably, in this week's episode, the theory come around is that he's going to go find Ahsoka in this episode. And I know you've seen it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
So I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
You're going to keep your mouth shut, but I have no doubt.
And our viewers, we're talking about last week's episode, not this week's episode. But anyways,
exactly.
So
if you're a week behind, you have a problem.
Yes. All right, so we get to the end. So we get that cop rebel pilot coming in asking about the Razor Crest, and it's like, what Razor Crest? What are you talking about? I don't know any Razor Crest.
Those droids can't tell the difference between this ship and that ship.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like he's going to start taking an interest in the Razor Crest there. I think he's going to,
yeah,
might be
because he knows something's up. He knows something is happening in the Outer Rim, and he says basically the core world doesn't want to believe it, but we're here and we see it, and we need your local support. And he tells Cara Dune, it's like, come back, join us. Here's a call card. If you want to join us.
What was that? It was like some sort of badge or something?
It looked like a rebel. It looked like a medal. Some people are calling it some kind of receiver or something like that. I don't know.
I thought it was more like a rebel badge, like a sheriff badge or something. Come work for us.
Oh, sheriff badge. Yeah, well, that's it. That's what.
That's what I saw. That's how I felt the scene played out. Was like it's more like we want you to be part of. We want you to be on our side. We'll deputize you as become like the sheriff. Or something.
Yeah, because
That's
Rebel
the way
police.
The scene felt like to me. Sorry?
Rebel police. Pull over, driver.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see where that pans out to. So that could be interesting.
Yeah, maybe Cara Dune will go back to the rebellion. You never know.
Oh, it's hard to say. She's probably happy where she is, but you never know. I wouldn't be surprised if that's also a way of getting her to link up with Mandalorian again later down the track, because maybe she does join, or she starts, hearing things as well, and then maybe I join up later.
Maybe something got to do with Mandalorian. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, there's a couple of episodes. We're halfway through it already anyway, so it's going to be very tight to fit all this stuff in, but it'll be very interesting. And then
the last episode goes for 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Probably could.
I hope
Netflix,
so.
You don't have to worry about time slots anymore.
Yeah, true. But and of course, and then we thought that was the end of the episode, but then oh my god, just the ending there.
This is the scene where Mars jizzed in his pants.
Oh man, you saw me get up, and I'm like, it's an Architons. Oh,
it's an Architons on screen.
I know. First,
we have an on-screen Architon that's not animated.
Yeah, I know. First live action appearance of an Architons, and I'm like, oh my god, you've made my effing day. And I thought that was it. That was that. I thought that was enough. That was it. I didn't need to see anything else.
Yep.
But
then you get the scene where you have that young brainwashed girl who's part of the Republic.
Brainwashed? No, not
part of the Republic. Part of the.
No,
they're all brainwashed.
She's a loyal, dedicated officer of the Imperial Navy.
Anyone loyal to a government entity is brainwashed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ask any anarchist. They'll tell you that.
But anyways, yes.
But, she has that chat with the
Moff Gideon.
alien who we all knew was a spy.
The alien, yeah.
Yeah, says, the tracking's on their ship. Ah, sweet, we'll track down that Yoda blood now.
Yeah.
And then, then go and see Moff Gideon. So there he is in all his might and glory. And what's standing behind him in this room?
Well,
with all the cleaning technicians?
It is Dark Troopers. It is actually confirmed it is Dark Troopers.
It is confirmed Dark Troopers?
Yeah.
I thought as soon as I saw it, I thought Dark Troopers.
Yeah. At first I thought I didn't want to get my speculation up that it was Dark Troopers because
or your hope up.
My hope up because that was the Rebels episode where they had those robots. Everyone was saying they were Dark Troopers, but they weren't Dark Troopers. When I saw them, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to go into speculation here. I don't want to believe they're Dark Troopers. But if you actually listen to the everyone's been talking about, you actually listen to the audio descriptive version of the episode, it says Dark Trooper. On top of that, if you actually this is what I saw as well. If you actually look at the scientists as well, those Rogue One scientists with those lab coats, he has an actual circular cross on the back of his lab coat, and if you see that, that's an actual Imperial logo of the Imperial Department of Military Research, the people who created the Dark Trooper. So I've got a picture of the Dark Trooper with that logo as well there. So I'm showing the viewers the lab technician with that emblem, and now the emblem with the Dark Trooper. So that's all legends, of course. And now, by the looks of it, they're making Dark Troopers canon. So yes. So that I don't know how many times I've watched that last 2 minutes of that episode. I've just skipped everything else and just watched Moff Gideon just going, and we will be ready. I'm like, oh yeah. Good, I love it. Now Sam asked last week, what is Moff Gideon doing on an Architons? Why is he not on a Star Destroyer? He's supposed to be the Grand Leader. Why is he on a small ship? All right, let's run some theories here. This is how I feel it's going to happen here. Moff Gideon is on the Architons because he wants something fast. He wants something light to deploy the Dark Troopers. That's my first take. Second take is they do talk about a fleet, so he might have a big fleet. Again, back to the first theory that I'm talking about. This last episode, Bo-Katan was talking, where's his fleet? So he does have a fleet. He does have other things. I feel like this is just like, right, we want to get the Dark Troopers here. It's a covert ops. Let's do it. Bang. Let's go into a smaller ship instead of a Star Destroyer.
Look, this is the funny thing. If you actually look at this whole military thing where people say, oh, he's a Moff Gideon, he should have a big ship. Well, actually, no.
That's
the ship that he's got. He'd have a lot of ships at his disposal. You know what ship he's on? He's on the ship he needs to be at the time.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's what he's on. Yeah. So the people who say that, oh, he should have more of this, or he should have more of that, or why isn't he on his fleet of Star Destroyers? Because he probably doesn't need to be right now.
No, that's the thing.
keeping this experiment, compartmentalized. Obviously, doesn't want the word getting out.
That's it.
So he's kept it on like a small, like I say, a light ship that can get away pretty quick. That's probably all
that's
the
hence.
facility he needs.
And again, from a Star Destroyer, you go to a medium ship, you got a Quasar. You're not going to be on a Quasar, and then from a Quasar, the next biggest ship is Architons. So it's not the smallest ship.
Probably not.
Huh?
So,
yeah. So
take a victory.
No,
what about Lancer?
No, there's
Dreadnought.
They're not. Well, Dreadnought.
Trouble is, like the Architon is the ideal ship for it. Realistically, it's like you say, it's fast. And the other thing too, if you're doing a covert operation and covert things like that, research, and you don't want people to know about it, there's a lot of people on a Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people on Architon.
That's true. So, another theory is that, remember, I feel like that Moff Gideon isn't a real Moff. He's just like a person that's gone into power and gave him the self-title of Moff as well. So let's just go. So he doesn't have Star Destroyers. Okay. This guy's just rose up from wherever he was and saying, I'm in charge now. I've got these ships. I'm calling myself Moff Gideon. Is anyone going to need problems? No? Good. Come with me. So, after the whole vacuum of power, this guy's, gone up the ranks and said, right, I'm promoting myself to Moff. Anyone's going to need problems? Here's a Sarlacc pit, So I feel like that's the other thing option too, but I feel like the first one is much better. Like this Architons is specific for what mission he wants to do, and that's to find the Fraser Crest with his Dark Troopers, quick, fast, get over and done with. So yeah, totally agree.
Actually, you know what I realized too? There's probably another really good reason why they don't have any Star Destroyers. Probably because the show doesn't have the budget to have Star Destroyers.
That too. And probably people are tired, here's another Star Destroyer.
That's another Star Destroyer.
Yeah. Like how awesome was it to see the Architons? To see the
Architon and the Gazanti was good.
Yeah.
And like I say, like I said, it's if you have a Star Destroyer, because here's the other thing. The show wants to kind of be, small people in the big universe, you might say.
Yeah.
And then the minute you start adding, Star Destroyers, well, Mando and maybe a couple of X-Wings and a small team with him, something like that, realistically, you could make some sort of bullshit plot where they could take out three Star Destroyers.
Yeah.
Whatever. But it's better just to have it all as small, okay, we're not really engaging with each other, we're just fighting amongst ourselves. We're not fighting for a bigger thing. As soon as you start adding Star Destroyers, as soon as you start adding Star Destroyers, you're fighting a bigger battle.
Yeah.
It's not about the show's not about a bigger battle.
That's the other thing. You're in the outer rim. You want to make it small. You don't want to make it exactly what you're saying. You just want to make it like small engagements. Yeah. So totally agree. There you go, Sam. There's our answer to last week's question that you poked on there, but I couldn't answer because we're talking about the weeks before that. So there's my answer. That's how I feel like. I feel like an Architons is perfect for what he's trying to do. So
yeah, I think it is. Plus, again, it's better to see other shaped triangles.
Correct.
Don't wait to say it'd be interesting if they put a Quasar on screen. That would be interesting.
Don't know. You don't. I'd say he probably has a Quasar somewhere else too.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Like I said, seeing a Lancer, because they had Lancers in Rebels, didn't they? There was a Lancer in Rebels and a Dreadnought in Rebels.
No, just a Dreadnought.
Was it just the Bulwark battle? Was it Bulk Battle Cruiser or something? Or?
No.
Dreadnought, Imperial Dreadnought. I thought they had a Lancer somewhere. I can't remember.
No. Oh. Yeah. So.
Either way, see that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway, we're getting late.
I think it's time to go.
I think it's time to go.
Yeah.
I'm currently,
All right, guys. Yeah, so that was
I watch it.
Yeah, that was the Siege episode 12 of The Mandalorian, and it was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. Just the ending was enough for me. That was, as I said, I replayed that last 2 minutes so many times, and just the music and just the smile on Moff Gideon's face is just that guy from Breaking Bad just plays a villain really well. But yeah.
Oh, he's been on a lot of villains and a lot of things.
Yeah.
When you need a villain.
Yeah.
Same with the other guy who played the first villain. What's his name? Like he was in. He just has that. I'd like to see the baby. Just the way he talks.
Oh yeah,
I remember seeing him in the first Jack Reacher movie when he was a villain in that, and he just makes a scary villain.
Yeah.
He really does.
Absolutely. All right, guys. I think that's it for tonight. Ian, any final words before we head out?
No, I'm tired and I want to go.
All right. We got some really good breaking news. Some good news, actually, viewers. For the first time this Thursday night, we'll be streaming Armada, X Wing, whatever we've got from Tez's Games. So tune in. From 7:30, we'll be back on streaming. Hopefully, if Ian gets his stuff out of the closet and get the dust.
It's all dependent on whether or not I can be asked putting the camera and the laptop and the microphone into my car, driving 5 minutes down the road, and spending 10 minutes setting up.
Oh.
So all up, it's probably going to take me about 20 minutes on a Thursday night. Can I spend 20 minutes on a Thursday night?
It all depends.
It's hard because I'm still not quite through my goon bag yet either. I've still got to get through a bit of this.
He's got the goon bag.
Still got to get through the goon bag. So I don't know if I start drinking that goon bag next Thursday, then I might not be sober enough to drive.
Oh well. Anyways, guys, we'll post something out on Facebook, and hopefully we'll have the streaming out and have some games alive for you. But that's all for tonight, guys. Hope you enjoyed our extensive stream tonight. We'll have more next week. Of course, we'll have the whole thing. The whole thing will come out. Clone Wars 1.5, a new Mando chat, everything. But thank you so much. Make sure you share our content. There'll be more stuff coming along. But thanks for tuning in, guys. And remember, subscribe, like us on Facebook, and fly!